Hello, everyone. This is Tiger T with Tiger T's podcast. I want to talk about today on the continuation of credit and how credit has impacted our lives, whether it's good or bad. Um, and this is what this segment is all about the continuation of credit. We would discuss the credit report and the importance of the credit report. Um, and I just want to say to you that are listening, as I said in my previous episode one, basically, credit report is your consumer's report card. It is your financial report card that consumers use, that lenders use to report your credit worthiness. Okay, so we should keep that in mind. They determine how you may get that loan or obtain that loan through your credit worthiness. Okay, so that's what I want to give you give you some brief information concerning that. Credit scoring, it is a system creditors use to help determine whether they want to lend to you, and that's what they use. Not only that, but it's an algorithm that the credit score computes right through your TransUnion, your Equifax, and your Experian credit report. They use that algorithm to determine if they're going to lend to you or not. Okay, so that's what we want to understand today. We talk about the continuation of credit uh, and how credit scores can affect your interest rate. We talked about that in a previous session. If you have bad credit, you're going to pay a higher interest rate, right? Compared if you had good credit, like 670 and above, right, or 720, your interest rates is going to be lower, whether you're purchasing a home or a vehicle, right? And that's what we're going to talk about. So, again, a credit score is generated by a mathematical formula, I say an algorithm, right? And I just want to say that if you're looking to um, obtain a good credit score, there's some things that you have to do. There's some things that you must do. Again, I'm going to state those things again in this continuation of our credit report segment. Um, Number one, you must print out your credit report to find out if you have any inaccuracies on that credit report, right? That's the first thing you have to do. The second thing you have to do once you print that credit report out is that you have to go all the way through your credit report and look for any flaws, any inaccuracies, such as your name. And on certain credit reports, I found out that you may have the original creditor on your credit report that you haven't paid, and that original creditor has sent that information to the credit collection agency. And so the collection agency is on your credit report at the same time. So that's why it's so important to print out your credit report. And as I stated in the previous segment, the previous episode on the importance of good credit, you have to go through your credit report, look for inaccuracies such as your name, your date of birth, your addresses, all those locations where you live. And if they're not right, you can actually dispute those things. Okay. And I have, when I was working with my wife credit, and she came to me, and I actually increased her credit score over 100 points. Okay. But what I did, I had to write a letter, right? I wrote a letter. And in the context of that letter, I explained to them that according to the law, that's why it's important to understand the laws, right? All right. And so according to the law, uh, they couldn't just have it on the credit report if it was inaccurate. Okay, so that's why it's so important to look over your credit report. And so I just want to give you like a brief analogy, a brief synopsis of what you can do with your credit report. Um, They're a credit monitoring service that will help you monitor your credit report. Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, they do have credit reporting services. If you want to subscribe to those, you can also do that. And annualcreditreport.com, it is a place where you can go and pull your free credit report, but it won't list your scores. So that's something to remember as well. So I just want to let you know that this year, starting this month of January, go ahead and pull that score. As I've stated in my previous episode, go ahead and pull that score through Experian, Equifax, or TransUnion, and see where you are, right? You'll be surprised if you look over your credit report and you find something that's not right. You can always dispute it, right? And if you want to know how to dispute something on your credit report, you can contact me through my YouTube channel. You can send a chat, anything like that, and we can connect. And I can show you how to remove some of those things on your credit report, which will entail increase your credit score, depending on what it is, at least by 50 points, right? I can't guarantee you that I get you to an 800, 720 in 6 months, but I tell you what I can do. I can help increase your credit score better than what it was. And probably within a year or so, if you're at 600, I can have you at 720. But again, you have to follow the blueprint and you have to follow the advice that I'm giving you. Okay. So that's what we want to talk about as far as the continuation of credit and how credit cards, stuff like that, get us sometimes caught up. It gets us in trouble. But normally, if you're looking at somebody or know somebody that has great credit, just at like an 800 credit score, most of those people have credit or credit cards they have had, I should say, for 30 years. They have a good payment history. They pay their bills on time, right? And so that's what we have to do. We have to pay our bills on time. We cannot get new credit. As I said in my previous episode, we cannot get new credit. For example, open up credit cards 2 or 3 within a week apart. We cannot do that. That will ding our credit score, right? So we have to do what, like the old folks told us, pay our bills on time. Again, if your credit score or credit report, as you were, if it's due on the 15th, try to pay it on the 1st. Always stay ahead of the game when it comes to your credit report, right? And another thing we should understand too, if in order to increase your credit score, right? If someone has a credit card, right? That person that has a credit card and has a high credit score, they can make you an authorized user. And what that will do is you will gain all of their credit histories. For example, if they had their credit card for 25, 30 years and they have been paying that credit card is in good standings, guess what? You will get or inherit 25 to 30 years of their payment history, right? As an authorized user. So a lot of rich people, right? So they have kids. Like a lot of these guys have big companies, big business that are CEOs. As soon as their child is born, they'll actually add their child as an authorized user on their credit card. And so when that child actually get to be 15, 16, 18 years old, right? They have built up a credit portfolio, a very strong credit portfolio, right? And same thing with life insurance, right? Which we're going to talk about on tomorrow night. We're going to talk about life insurance and the impact of life insurance and the importance of life insurance, right? So I want you all to go ahead and do your homework, because we're going to have some great information that we're going to talk about with life insurance and things of that nature. But I want to come to you real quickly this afternoon and talk about the continuation of credit and how credit is good if we use it wisely, and it could be bad if we don't use it wisely. So I say again, as we start this new year, make sure you are trying to improve your credit. Make sure you are trying to pay your bills on time. And make sure you are being educated concerning your credit. You can do your own research. But again, the premise of this podcast is to educate you and to inform you about credit, about life insurance, about wills, about power of attorneys. We're going to talk about IULs, Index Universal Life Insurance Policies. And we're going to have it mixed up. We're going to do a mixture of things on this podcast. And we're going to have special guests that comes in and out when we talk about different subjects. So I just want to come to you very quickly this evening and to let you know about the continuation of credit and some things that I believe that will change your life if you apply those things, right? And we all want to improve. I know I want to improve in every aspect of my life. So, and I believe you do too. So again, this message is for you to take control of your credit. If you take control of your credit, you will take control of your life, right? And we have to speak positive things, right? Because life and death lies within the power of the tongue. If you want to have freedom to do things in life, it starts with that 3-digit score, that credit score, right? And I'm going to continue to teach this. I'm going to continue to preach this because I want my people to have the freedoms in life, right? And the Bible teaches us that he said, my people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. And then the Bible tells us to get wisdom, get knowledge, but with all thy getting, get an understanding. So I want you all to get an understanding, and I want you to take this credit journey seriously, because if a lot of us, if we continue to have bad credit, we're going to suffer. We're going to suffer big time. And we don't have to do that, because I'm giving you the right information. You get informed. I'm giving you the right tools that you can use. Right. And so just take heed. Take heed to this message. Take heed to your credit journey. And look in the mirror. If this is referring to you, hey, take action. It's never too late. We have blood in our body. We have breath in our body. We're still living. You can turn that bad credit score around. I know I did, right? You're looking at someone had a low credit score. But guess what? I started researching and I started applying principles in my life. And when I started applying those principles, guess what? My life changed, right? And your life can change too. But it all starts with the mind. My mother used to tell me, son, she said, Randy, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. So I say to you today, don't waste your mind. And more importantly, don't waste your time. Right? Be positive, think positive, and I believe and I know that great things will happen for you. What you must believe, this is 2026. 2025 is gone, it's never coming back. So start this new year off right. I'm not asking you to make a resolution or anything like that, but look within yourself and say, how can I improve my credit score, my health, right? Those things are very important because guess what? I want to say this again. In the financial aspect of things, life starts with numbers and life ends with numbers. We cannot go a day without using a number. We cannot go a day without thinking about a number. Our birth certificate has a number. When we leave this world, we're going to have another number. That's the way it is. So we must understand how numbers work. And I want to close by saying this. That number that we have on our check determines your livelihood. Let me say that again. That number that we have on our check determines our livelihood. That 3-digit FICO score, right? That credit score determines our livelihood from a financial aspect. Okay. So I'm getting ready to close, but I want to say this. Take control of your credit. Take control of your credit. Get serious about it. This is Tiger T's podcast. This concludes our sermon for today, our message for today. And I'll see you on the other side.